Hey everyone, it's Kenji. What am I doing? I'm wilting some romaine lettuce and I'm serving it with oyster sauce and soy sauce, garlic and oyster sauce. This is a recipe I came across today I follow the Walks of Life on Instagram. It's a wonderful family-run website with all kinds of great Chinese recipes. Not all of them cooked in a wok, but I follow them and I've been following them for a while. In fact, I've referenced them quite a bit in the book I'm working on, which will be out next March. This is the this is the book. But anyhow, I saw this recipe for wilted romaine with a garlic sauce on their Instagram today, and it looked so good. And I happen to have all the ingredients at home. It's not many ingredients, so I decided to just make it for dinner today. I feel like in the West, at least, we don't eat enough cooked lettuce. Cooked lettuce is actually really good. And this is especially great. So on the Walks of Life Instagram post, they're like, if you have one of those bags that come with 3 romaine lettuce hearts and you used up one of them for a couple of them for salad and you don't know what to do with the rest, this is what you should do with the rest. And that was the exact situation I'm in. So they are very smart, worth following, consistently good recipes. All right, so I'm just smashing up some garlic here. This is gonna be the base of the sauce. They say 4 cloves, I'm going with 5. Smash them heavy with the side of a knife and then just a very rough chop like that. Pretty simple. The only other ingredients in this recipe are garlic, oil, oyster sauce, soy sauce. I'm actually out of Chinese light soy sauce right now, so I'm using Japanese shoyu. They substitute pretty well with each other. Shoyu and light soy sauce. I wouldn't use light shoyu, which is a much sort of saltier, stronger flavored thing, but Chinese light soy sauce and shoyu substitute pretty well. Romaine lettuce, which is falling all over the floor. All right, so I'm just gonna give this a quick rinse. And one of the nice things about this is that after rinsing the lettuce, you don't even have to dry it because it's all going to go into this wok full of water anyway. All right, give it a little shake, 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 that's all. All right, the wok is simmering. I am going to add some salt to it. And then I'm gonna make my sauce, ready? So the sauce you can make on the side. A little bit of oil, a couple tablespoons, relatively high heat. Use this guy. We're gonna pick up our garlic. We're just gonna give it a little saute. We don't want it to brown or anything. I mean, you can brown it if you want, but garlic, when it browns, it acquires a pretty significantly different flavor from when it's simply sort of sweated out. If you eat it raw, super pungent, spicy, hot. You give it a little quick saute, a little sweat, and a lot of that kind of mellows out, and you just get a sort of nice, fresh garlic flavor without any sort of caramelization or browning, which are actually 2 distinct things. Browning and caramelization, 2 distinct things. People confuse them. Garlic will do both, but if you let it cook even longer, it'll start to brown, it'll start to caramelize, it develops those kind of sweeter flavors. Sometimes it'll get a little bit bitter. I don't really want any of that in this dish, so I'm just going to basically let the garlic sweat a little until you cook the rawness out of it and it infuses the oil. Give it a little pinch of salt to help it along. Okay, that's about as far as we're going to go with that. I'm going to take a couple tablespoons of oyster sauce. This is Lee Kum Kee, the company that invented oyster sauce. They make 2 levels of it. The one with the boy and the oysters on the front is the sort of nicer one, and the one with the panda on the front is the cheaper one that's not really made with oysters, or at least not as many oysters. All right, so 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, tablespoon of soy sauce. Some people swear by this other brand. In fact, I've heard like many really great cooks and stuff swear by this brand called Mega Chef. But I compared this side by side with the Lee Kum Kee premium oyster sauce, and I find this one way better. This one just tastes much sort of more sugary. I just don't like it as much. But you do what you want. Nothing wrong with liking different things. All right, I'm gonna take now just a little bit of water. I'm probably gonna add I think their recipe calls for 3 tablespoons of water, 2 of oyster sauce, 1 of soy sauce. Doesn't matter too much, honestly. Well, not that I've made this recipe many times before since I just saw it today, but I've made other similar dishes. So like, you know, like simmered Chinese broccoli with oyster sauce. You would do a similar thing. And the ratio, you know, it all ends up sort of being a matter of taste. That looks pretty good to me. Leave that at a simmer. We're almost done. Now all we got to do is blanch our lettuce. And get it in there. We only want to let it blanch for about 20 seconds. So the idea here is you wilt it, but you want it to retain crispness. You know, you can do this with romaine wilting lettuce, by the way. You can wilt romaine, you can wilt iceberg is really great, like just very lightly blanched like this, very quickly lightly blanched. Many greens, salad greens end up good. I wouldn't do this with something like, I mean, you can blanch like arugula, spinach, things like that. They turn a lot sort of softer and more kind of, I don't know, like kind of like wet tissues. But any kind of really, you know, crunchy green like this, you wilt it just so the dark green parts get soft and the crispy parts still stay crispy. All right, let's get it onto our plate. And I'm going to serve this tonight with, we have some leftover chicken, Thai style roasted chicken that I'm just going to pluck the meat off of and then stir fry with some leftover rice. So I'll make some fried rice with chicken that's basically all leftovers. And we'll serve that alongside this delicious looking all right, now let's just get our sauce on. Let me taste it. Yeah, yummy. Okay. Man, that looks tasty to me. This is why I love walks of life. Lots of simple, you know, home cooking, Chinese home cooking. They do other stuff too, but there's a lot of Chinese home cooking, which I think is great. Doesn't that look just wonderful? I'm gonna try a bite, and then I will go finish making dinner and say goodbye to you all. Sorry, puppers, you don't get any today. Too much garlic. I'll give you a treat later. All right. Yum. Wilted lettuce, wilted romaine with oyster sauce and garlic from the Walks of Life. Go visit them. I'll put a link below. Yeah, see you later, guys, gals, non-binary pals. Bye-bye.